Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure that I didn't fucking press the wrong mute button for my mic. We're gonna try this again on this version, because I've had videos that I've tried to put up and the audio wasn't there. Anyways, yo, what is up, guys? I'm gonna do this again, just in case. If you already heard this, then by all means. I mean, this is just raw as hell. This is what a live stream's about. Anyways, yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Scrawfish here. Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night or day, wherever you may be. I sure as hell am, for now at least. I don't know, by the end of this video, I might not. As always, guys, if you're the channel, see, the second time I fucked up. Anyways, guys, if you're new to the channel, just smash that like button to let me know you like this type of content, and smash that subscribe button to let me know you support my content. Very much appreciated. So today, there's not really anything else to it. We're playing a new tank. Ignore my crew that I have on it. It's level 33. This was my oh my god. This was my IS3 crew, but I took one of my crews off of one of my higher crews and put it on my IS3 because my IS3, I'm still working on it. I'm working on the IS4 actually, so I'm using that to get to the next one. Plus the IS3 is a buffy fucking tank. But BMP, anyways, BMP. So BMP is yet. The BMP is a 7.3 mobile tracked, like tank tracked support unit. It comes, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by anybody or whatnot. This is literally just what I've been learning myself. So it's topped off with these rounds, and these rounds are shot out of my 76mm gun or 73mm gun. Leave me alone. Now, at face value, 300mm of penetration across the board, 260 and 150. I mean, it would seem that it's a really good round, but let's put the brakes on it for a second. The caliber of your tank also matters. The width, the length. Sorry if I'm butchering those words and it sounds like I'm not saying them right. I've got a really bad fucking. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. It's gonna sound disgusting for some people, but I don't give a fuck. If you're too squirmish to hear this next part, dude, this is definitely not the channel for you. No, but I've got like a pimple on the inside of my fucking lip, dude. Like the very bottom of my lip. So whenever I talk and my lips move, it's like a small amount of pain, but it's an irritating amount. Anyway, so this is our main gun. So for instance, let me use my cursor. We're talking about this thing right here. This is a 73mm gun. It's nothing special. It's still considered. I don't know. I don't know what it says exactly. Is it a World War II tank? I mean, it's got a World War II looking picture to it. Anyways, you know, I'm willing to say that this thing is World War II for sure. I'd say late war though, like really late. Like probably not Victory March late, but like probably like one of the final battles is when this thing was used. You know. Anyways, back to the modifications. So I just started working on this thing. Like you know, I don't have anything unlocked on this BMP. So my opinion of how this tank works now, it's not bad. I mean, it's decently fast. Even stock, this thing's decently fast. I'm surprised. It's a lot faster than everything else I use because I love heavy tanks. But I've kind of realized this game kind of revolves around you being faster to a point. So you guys are probably wondering about the oddball in the room. What's this big ass fucking missile looking thing is what you guys are probably wondering. Unless you already know what it is, then congratulations. Either way, I have to explain it. It's an unguided missile. I know you guys are probably expecting something super like goofy and whatnot for me to explain it in some goofy ass way or some shit, but it's literally just a fucking missile that's unguided. And for any of you enthusiasts out there who might come across my channel, this game doesn't take super realism into account. Not saying that this isn't legitimately just a fucking missile shot out of your tank. No. This is. So this thing has two different turrets you can put on it. The secondary turret you can put on it comes with aim assisted rockets. That's what they're called in this game. If we were talking real life, they'd be I'm not familiar with ATGMs and whatnot, but it'd be a guided ATGM missile, if that makes any sense. An ATGM means anti-tank grenade. Oh God, stop! I know you guys are cringing. I know you guys are like, what the fuck are you saying? Just, it's an ATGM, anti-tank guided missile. Okay, I promise I wasn't. I can't fucking hold it for long. I promise I wasn't looking at the stats. But yeah, it's got a lot of explosive mass. I don't know why I can't hover onto it. But like, so the caliber of the missile itself is 125 millimeters. And that's a very decent modern caliber round, I guess. But it's also a missile, so it's got a lot more pack to its punch. So it's hard to use. It is. For me. I'm not on PC. I know that a lot of people that play BMPs that are really good at it are on. By the way, these are the missiles you unlock when you get the second turret. They do a lot more damage, and they have a lot more penetration. Anyways, I've stated this in the past War Thunder live streams. By the way, guys, don't take anything like super face value that I say, unless it's actual knowledge and I'm stating it, and you can look it up and find that out yourself. The majority of the stuff I'm talking about is just experiences that I've learned by playing this tank, making the wrong mistakes, and I've only had this tank for like 2 days. I just got it. In my past live streams, you've seen it unlocked inside the research tab, but I haven't had enough silver. So with the purchase of the Tiger the other day, if you guys haven't seen that live stream, go check it out. It's actually pretty cool. I make an amazing shot from a super long distance away. We'll leave it at that. I'll leave you with that little teaser. But yeah, so BMP. My expectations going into this was, I know it was going to be something different. I know that there's going to be a completely different game style to it. But I wanted to try to implement how I play to it. And I wanted to see if I could make it work. I'm not going to lie to you guys, so far I haven't had that much luck. I've either been up BR'd, and if you guys have been with my channel for a while, you know what I mean by that. Pretty much what I mean is I've been put against more modern tanks, and my chances of survival have gone down because of penetration. By the way, this tank has no fucking armor. Let's state that right here, right now. This is a glass tank, but it makes up for it by having fucking missiles and really strong penetrating 73mm rounds. And its engine's kind of quiet when you're idling, so it's kind of a good camping tank, an ambush, so to speak. And that brings us to how I've kind of figured out how to play this. I have to rush into a position that an enemy is going to go to capture, wedge myself in between their. So I've noticed that this BR, I've played this BR a lot already, as you can see from my IS-6 and my IS-3. I've already played this BR. I know what it's all about. I know how players are and whatnot. So I came into this expecting to have to exploit people's POVs. And POVs is point of view, for those of you that maybe you just don't know. So, in the sense, I wedge myself into a spot, and I don't do this every time, by the way. This is not my gameplay. This is not how I'm going to play it. But the few times I've had really good luck and gotten a couple kills and shit, I won't necessarily wedge myself, but I'll try to hide myself in a bush near an objective that the enemy is going to capture within their boundaries of where their tanks are going. Pretty much in the sense of, I will literally be a hidden assassin that is already on their side of the spawn. not their side of the spawn, but like their side of the map. Because in War Thunder, there's 2 spawns, or even 4 sometimes. There's two for one team, 2 for the other, or 1 for one team, 1 for the other. I've even seen 3, but only a couple times on massive maps. But so you choose your direction you want to go. Say there's a city on a map. You go that way. What I would do is I would go so far into the city that I'm technically in their area. So there's a certain amount of time before everybody starts fighting everybody on certain maps. Some maps are built where you literally have to run towards each other in the middle of the map just to start fighting. Because there's buildings blocking, there's construction in some maps, it's perfectly built for balanced out fighting. In some instances. And in some examples. But so what I do is I find somewhere that looks like it's not going to be obviously easily to spot. I turn my engine off. Worst case scenario, I turn my engine off if I hear a lot of engines, because I really listen for that. I turn my engine off. I aim towards where I think they're coming. I make sure to shoot them with my gun first, but usually it doesn't kill them for some reason, so I'll end up shooting them with a missile. But check this out. Here's where my inexperience as a new player to this tank comes in. Every time I use my missiles, I'm shooting above the enemy tank. It goes right... Dude, literally my first game in the tank, I shot a missile at an enemy 2 times. Because it's got like a 2-second rack reload to put another missile up there to shoot. And it comes with 4 missiles in total. But, so I shot one. It went directly over the engine port. The back-ass engine port of a fucking American heavy tank. The dude started freaking out, because missiles are no bueno in this game. If you get shot by a missile in this game, due to certain updates they've had lately, it's literally almost always a one-shot. I don't care where I hit you, it's usually always a one-shot. Because missiles have so much... anti-tank guided missiles have so much explosive mass. It literally rips apart tanks. In real life, it literally rips tanks apart. Like they're fucking clay. And they implemented that into the game too. But, pretty much, every time I aim at a tank, I think I'm aiming correctly at them. But, like, for example, that what I just told you about that heavy tank. I got 2 missiles off. The second missile did the same fucking thing. I tried aiming down, because I thought maybe I had to aim down with my gun depression, maybe? But no, literally, dude, this thing literally, I think it has to clear away from your tank before it can drop. And I was within 50 feet of that dude. This thing takes so long to drop to the level where your tank is to hit another tank. I'll try to show you guys today some examples of that, like live, like in the moment, if I can, but I doubt it. But I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. Now, so we don't need to see anything past 7.3. If we see anything past 7.3, which usually always happens to me, it's going to be tough. We're going to be facing probably a lot more experienced players, more modern tanks. This is literally a fucking perfect map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to C, right? I go to C on this map no matter what tank I play, by the way. That's just preferential for me. You guys take it out. Take it how you want it. But I'm going to rush to C as fast as I can. And I'm going to... Oh, dude, you know what? I kind of want to think about this a little bit. Okay, you know what? I'm going to use BMP first, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush. I'm going to rush to C, and I'm going to try to find somewhere at C where I can hide. I haven't tried on this map yet, so I don't know if there's any good spots. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get to C as fast as possible and try to beat their team to the point to have a little cheesy little spot, you know? So that's the game plan right now. And I think I got up the yard because that IS-4M is a 7.7. By the way, guys, the lag you see, it's been happening to me for like months now. I'm running on 5G, and it's usually perfect. I don't think any internet's perfect, but it's usually good. It's usually consistent. But yeah, no, so our whole objective right now, I want to try to launch past this IS-4. I want to be at C before any of my team is there. Because my thought process on it is, if I can be, like, behind a building near where the enemy's popping out at, I can shoot them as they're leaving my area because I'll see their ass. You guys see what I mean, though? This tank, so far, has worked best for me as a peekaboo surprise attack tank.
Forces have captured a zone.
So, this all depends right now on if I can get here and there's no resistance. If I don't see any resistance, we're chilling. We're chilling. So far, so good. So far, so good. I think there might be someone... So, like, you know, like right here, for instance, right? I'm so small that if anybody's coming down from that way... I'm listening. There's somebody over here. Oh, no, they're over there. I lagged right as that happened. He didn't even notice me, dude. You notice that?
Our victory is near.
I can't move too much, though.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I hate lagging, bro. Come on, stop with the fucking lagging already. And there I go, I'm dead. I'm already dead. I already called it. I called it way the fuck before that. I'll play out the battle. I'm not going to be like everybody else on YouTube who just doesn't play the battle out. I'll play the rest of the battle out, but like I said, man, this thing really just needs to hide. It can't do anything else but just hide. So, I don't know, man. I mean, the lag is not fun. And it's server lag, by the way, guys. I've looked into this a little bit. It is server lag. Which, if you guys don't know what I mean by that, server lag means the server the game runs on itself is laggy. Like there's, I don't know, maybe there's just too many people on right now, I don't know. There's usually always like, oh shit ton of people on. Okay, I keep hearing something over here. By the way, guys, if you guys were wondering at all, if you didn't already read it or whatever, I knew I heard someone. I fucking knew it. Is that a BMP? You see what I mean, though? You kind of got to run around the enemy's area. You got to kind of run around the enemy's area. Oh, he's hella still there. He's hella still there. Nope, he's dead. Never mind. Got his ass whooped. I hear a tank right across this fucking building, dude. But if you guys didn't read the tag or whatever, this is an IS-6. This is a 7.0 premium tank. And it's my personal favorite.
Attention to the map!
There's somebody right there. There's somebody right fucking there. Do I want to peek it? Oh, he moved. Oh, that's a little effort. Oh, I wouldn't have pinned that mouse anyways, dude. Literally, so, unlike... Dude, it is so loud. Unlike World... Oh, I'm just out. Unlike World of Tanks, which I'm actually currently taking a hiatus from, I don't know how many years I'm gonna take a break from it. But until they nerf artillery to the ground on World of Tanks, I'm no longer gonna be live streaming it unless something crazy happens. That'll be the only time I will feel inclined to live stream on that game. I would have to do like 10,000 damage in a tank destroyer or beat my top damage block to my mouse to even do another stream. Something crazy, you know. The current state of that game, by the way, this is a different game. This is another tank game I play on my channel a lot, or I try to even. But the current state that game is in, and how little the developers listen to their fans and their community and their player base is sickening. You might be surprised to hear that out of my mouth, but I can no longer ignore the fact that it's and I don't mean it as in like, oh my god, that guy killed and murdered the whole family and had the kids watch or whatever. Not that type of sickening. I mean, it's sickening as in it's tiresomely sickening. It's hard to explain, and maybe I'm not even using the right word for it. I'm not trying to sound like a dumbass or anything, but more I guess more than anything, that game is just, it's like you're talking to a fucking wall. The developers are the wall. The developers are behind the wall. You're on the other side of the wall, and you're trying to talk to the wall to talk third to get to them to see if they can hear you. That's how it feels with that game. Now, some of you might have me on your friends list, and you might see me on the game currently. Well, I'm finishing up the season pass, and unless some crazy ass new tank comes out next month for the season pass, I'm literally going to drop Road Tanks. I'm not going to delete it. I will go back on and check to see if there's anything crazy being given away or any earn ops or whatever, because I'm all about those. I love getting free tanks. But I'm seriously not going to play Royal Tanks anymore, and soon enough. I've already, dude, these past couple of months, I've already gone from playing Royal Tanks every day for weeks on end to playing Royal Tanks maybe 2 times a week. The reason, and I'll get into that maybe in another video. I've already ranted enough. You guys, if you guys are subscribed to me and you've been subscribed for long enough, you know that answer. By the way, I don't have like a stutter or anything. Just a little bit buzzed right now. But you I sound like I got a fucking stutter, don't I? No offense to anybody who does. I've had a couple friends in my life who had stutters and shit. But yeah, no. I might have to come out with a video on that, and I won't even be playing Royal Tanks when I make the video. It's ironic. But yeah, anyways, past that, I've got to get lucky with my games. And it's scary how realistic the matchmaking in this game is compared to Royal Tanks. It's kind of why I mentioned it already, because unlike having a win rate, I think you actually do have a win rate in this game. I just don't give a fuck. Let's see. My victories are 101. What are my losses? Let's see what my losses are. I'm not going to show my losses, just my victories. You're too sweet. Let's see. Realistic. I only play realistic, so I don't know what the realistic battles. I don't know. What's this? I got an excellent tanksman because I play Russian tanks like fucking no other. But no, this game kind of has the same problem that Royal Tanks has. I'm going to directly compare both of these. By the way, these are tank games by 2 giant corporations. Both of these companies have a phenomenal game. I won't lie. On its good days, which are numbered. And I'm talking about Royal Tanks more than this game. This game's always kind of just been consistently updating with the times, you know? But, yeah, so there's a serious problem in this game. I've been playing for 6 months now, just about. I don't know how long. I don't know if it tells you how long I've been playing on here. Those are just certain type of tanks and shit, like heavy tank, tank destroyer, and then tank apparently. I don't know if it shows. Oh wait, service record. Here we go. Apparently, I've got the best fucking KD in this motherfucker. Oh, so this is my win rate, which is pretty. It's not bad on my IS6. I mean, I got a 55%, which is above av. But goddamn, dude, is there like I don't know what to click on. I don't want to click on anything that might show like personal information. That's my problem. But so this game kind of doesn't really follow a specified algorithm. And I'm not the best person in the world to be talking about algorithms and coding and shit, but it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure out that there's some small. It's not even bugs. They're not bugs because it's just. I kind of want to say it's a design flaw. I think they try to make it as fairly balanced as possible, but they don't try enough. Now, I've been playing for 6 months, and I guess you could call me a new player, because some people have been playing for like 8 years, 9, 10, however long War Thunder's been out on PC. But I'm a pretty smart guy. Now, don't laugh at that. I'm actually serious. I've got a legitimately high IQ. I just don't use it for shit. Except for when I want to prove a point. Fight me and you die. For legal reasons, that's a joke. But yeah, no. So, like I mentioned already, BR. BR is like it is in World of Tanks, tiers. We'll just say tiers, right? Unlike World of Tanks, in this game, you have a battle rating for your tank. And that battle rating jumps up or jumps down depending on how modern your tank is, what caliber your tank has. You could have a fucking super modern tank, but if that tank can't pin shit, there's the possibility that they'll. I'm joking. All modern tanks literally usually just stay above a certain spectrum. But there are instances where non-modern tanks that have a crazy stats that just don't make sense for lower tiers and whatnot, they have been jumped up. It happens all the time. For instance, my IS-6 right here, I've seen it have three BR changes since I've had it for 6 months. This was the first tank I bought, by the way, guys. It's gone from 7.3 to 7.0 to 7.3 and then back to 7.0. I know that sounds like 4, but it's actually just been 3. It started at 7.3, went to 7.0, back to 7.3, and then jumped back. I don't know why, but I could honestly give you guys my professional opinion on this, just from how long I've been playing this tank. This tank should not go above 6.7. I think this tank should be a great. I honestly think that this tank would be a great competitor to the Tiger 2, because the Tiger 2, every version of it is 6.7. Well, I mean the early Tigers, I think 6.3. Don't quote me. But generally the Tiger 2s, the King Tigers and whatnot, they're all 6.7. This tank cannot pin shit past 7.3. And even at 7.3, some tanks, dude, this thing can't even pin through some tanks at its same BR. It's that pathetic. And it's one of the older premium tanks in the game. And by the way, I knew this tank was going to be bad buying it. I already knew that. But so check it out. You've got 205 millimeters, and that's as high as it goes. And that's not a lot for some of these tanks because they're so angled, you know. And then the round I use, which is apparently better, thank God. I'm not blind or anything, but this is the round I use. And same penetration. It's a little bit better at penetrating angled armor than this one is, but you need a lot more penetration than this at 7.0, 7.3 to compete. You're aiming your shots practically all the time. If I were to actually end up killing that leopard last game, if I would have actually killed that leopard miraculously somehow, by the way, that would have been a pin. The leopard has no fucking armor. I would have killed him with one hit. But if I managed to do that, that mouse, due to the fact that I have so little penetration in a heavy tank, dude, in a fucking heavy tank, but I still have just. It's irritating. It's irritating to think about. It really is. This irritates me all the time whenever I think about it. Like, I feel like I'm at such a disadvantage. There's really not much I can see wrong with downgrading this thing's BR. I think the IS-6 should firmly stay at 6.7. I do not think it needs to be any higher. It cannot Yeah, I can't fucking talk. It cannot compete past 7.3. And every BR you go up, there's 3 to 6 BRs that you can end up versing. So if I'm playing just my IS-6 and I don't have any other tanks in my garage, if they're all sent to holiday, I have the chance of versing an IS-4 or a fucking mouse that I cannot pin no matter what. My round literally has so little penetration that it can't pin through a mouse. And by the way, I know this is a bad example for some of you that play this game, but like I said earlier, unlike Roto Tanks, the mouse in this game is more realistically armored. Not much goes through it unless you have more modern rounds like APFSD, which are pretty much just darts, high velocity darts. But if you don't have that and you're using fucking literal fucking beginning of World War II technology, which the IS-6 has, then you come into a shit ton of problems because you're always being out-BR'd, you're always being outgunned, and you're always being, out-penetrated by everything. Don't take that out of context. Now, the IS-3. Now, so here's what the weird thing is. These both have the same gun. They just have a different muzzle brake. That's all it is. But they're both a 122 caliber gun. What I don't understand is why couldn't you give this? So the IS-3 has. By the way, we're gonna play the BMP again. I just want to explain some shit so you get a better idea. Why does the IS-3, by the way, I love the IS-3. I mean, I don't usually have the greatest games in it, but it's always fun, because you always end up having a higher tier tank fucking shoot you and bounce, because they don't even try to aim their shots, because they think you're weak. This thing's got about 250 to 280 millimeters of armor sloped. This thing is a beast. Frontally. But, so you have this round, and you don't have this round on the IS-6. It's the same caliber. Why am I not using the same round? Why can't I use the same round? Why? Makes literally no sense. And I think the IS-6 has been in the game for 8 years, I believe. Don't quote me. Maybe less. But it's one of the oldest heavy tanks in the game. Why haven't they done anything to it? Like, why? Anyways, yeah, so I mean, it's kind of just a fucking face fuck, dude. Or what's that thing people say? It's like it's a bag of shit. You just don't know what kind of shit you're gonna get. I don't know. But yeah, no. So the BMP is really a tank I'm still trying to learn. And if you guys do want to see me progress through this tank and learn it more and learn how to use it, smash that like button. I do look at the likes and I do look at who subscribes and look at the comments and whatnot. Generally, the comments from you guys are positive whenever they do come here and far between. But whenever they do come, they're usually positive and whatnot. I usually give them a thumbs up. I like your comment, or I'll heart it and I'll highlight it. Because I'm my own YouTuber and I can do whatever I want. But yeah, no. So I'm not ending this stream. It seems a lot like I am, but I'm not. I'm gonna hopefully give you guys 2 more solid games with this. It does feel uncomfortable to play it. It's not a bad uncomfortable. It's kind of like a new style of gameplay. So I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to learn how to play this tank. You gotta play like semi-aggressive. You gotta try to get into their area of spawn, like their area where they're moving and shit all the time, and hide and like peek-a-boom, and you've got to have the upper hand every time. As soon as you lose the upper hand and as soon as you're spotted, 9 times out of 10, you're dead. You're dead. No matter where you're hit, most tanks have enough explosive mass with their round to hit you and kill you in one shot. So, we're going to play again. I usually last for about three lives, which is 1, 2, 3. Next time, though, I'll take the IS-3 out. Remember, we're trying to get a 7.3 or even just a down BR. If we can get a down BR, that'd be a W. I'm loving how it keeps giving me all these city maps now. This helps. This does help. It's easier to hide in cities than it is to hide in fucking a giant field. Literally, there are some maps in this game that are just giant fields. Try to put that in perspective. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not too familiar with this map, at least playing this tank. So I'm gonna go this way. I don't know how smart this is gonna be, but I'm gonna go left. I figure if we can get to the enemy as fast as possible, that's a W right there. And my missiles are L1, R2 for any of you guys who play on PS4 or PS5. Those are the buttons I use to shoot my missiles. I haven't really learned how to use them yet, but I'll try if I can get a kill. I'll try. Oh, I heard that. And I see it too.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
I don't know if a side shot would pin.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, that's a big boy. Oh, so I can pin through things. Cool. See what I mean? I can't use missiles for shit. He goes right over the enemy tank. Oh no. Get off the fucking mound! I think there's a dude that's gonna come around that corner in 3. Wait, I gotta listen to you. Over there.
Attention to the map.
Negative.
Attention to the map.
Never.
Affirmative. I agree.
He's coming that way. I need to jump over here so I can cover here.
The enemy's getting closer to victory. Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
I did see him. I don't know if he saw me though.
Attention to the map. Sorry.
I did see him. By the way, guys, don't worry. I did see him. I just hope that my teammate's able to cover my fucking left. That was a bad idea, buddy. What the fuck? Oh man, that was an anti-artillery. Or anti-air. That would have hurt me. I do hear another one.
Attention to the map. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Affirmative.
There's definitely another tank right there. I mean, unless I'm fucking tripping. Could be wrong. I don't want to die. I'm gonna move up a little bit. What is that?
Attention to the designated grid square.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Attention to the designated
I'm gonna
grid
try again.
square.
I'm gonna try again. Okay? See? I can't shoot these things for shit.
Pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Oh, fuck. He's disabled, though. I hit his engine like 2 times. I should be able to kill him, but I can't be too certain. Okay, no, he's dead. Never mind. Pretty sure he's dead, right? Yeah.
Attention to the map!
Ooh, that hit him hard. Yeah, I just knocked out his breach. Oh, you poor, poor boy. That's not a kill shot? Get it, Type 75. You run away from the area where you motherfucker.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
I don't have any smoke yet.
We've captured
Sucks
most of
balls.
the strategic zones.
There's something that was over here that hit me. I'm just gonna have to fucking risk it at this point. Yeah, there's the thing that hit me. Oh, it was a light tank. Literally, that's a bulldog. That's the most I've ever done in that thing. Holy shit. Alright, we're gonna take out the beast.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I'm either gonna disrupt this flank completely and destroy everybody that just shot at me, or I'm gonna get smacked in the side and get killed.
Attention to the map.
One or the other. Something will happen. Gotta watch out for that T-90 juice, that light tank, that thing that I was aiming at. It's got a very good penetrating round.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Top of my team, holy shit. I'm lucky the first shot won't hit. If I'm super fucking lucky. Wait, so he's not here anymore?
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
I do see you, big boy. I do see you.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Wow, you are just wonderful, aren't you? Weird. Hella heard a dude to my right. Kind of suspicious, not gonna lie. You gotta stay calm in those situations, but usually when I'm not live streaming, I'm not really trying.
Forces have
Something about playing this game and live streaming really makes me fucking focus. Oh, I hope I don't get shot. I've got no time though. I have to push up. That's either an aircraft or a fucking tank. That's a tank. You motherfucker. Knocked out my fucking driver. Oh, that's not good. It's not one thing, it's another thing. I have to push this guy. Hopefully he doesn't hit me in the ass again. Whatever that tank is. And I'm gonna push up. Oh, hello! Another fucking... My god, seriously? Really? I'm actually gonna play my IS-6 or IS-3 again because I have more penetration when I use that. Like I said, guys, my IS-6, very seldomly do I win battles in it. Okay, so it's spawning over here.
The enemy is winning.
Intriguing.
We must counterattack.
Oh, no shit. And I'm not top of my team anymore, which kind of disappoints me. Stop. You're stuck on it. Stop. I don't think I'm gonna get there. I don't think they're gonna come here in time, but... Wait. How sweaty is he? Does he see me? No? That's just too bad. That is just too bad.
This time the enemy is
5
moving
kills.
stronger.
5...
Draw.
Did you just try hitting the fucking turret of an IS-3? That's even harder to fucking pin through than my hull is, dude. That was 5 kills. Holy shit. On live stream too. I just need to start live streaming this game whenever I play it. I haven't gotten top of the team in a long time. Just haven't been playing the best, man. All my lucky games I used to have, dude, were way back when I first started. What's this? Let's see. Delivered a first strike at the enemy vehicles. Reward for destroying an enemy vehicle without getting yourself hit. Destroyed vehicles of 2 players in a row. Okay. Take some hits, stay alive. Surprisingly enough, the BMP, well, as I was about to lose my fucking tank before I died and whatnot, the rounds were going through me and I wasn't losing crew. I think the BMP is literally like, I kind of want to make a really good example or like a really good synopsis of this. The BMP is a piece of jello that has a giant circumference and 3 people stuck at random areas. That's how it feels when you're playing it. At least that time. I've never been shot so many times by somebody's 50 cal on top of their tank and by their main gun, and it didn't do anything. It damaged some modules, but it didn't. My crew wasn't injured. Like, this tank might actually be a little bit more interesting than I thought it was. Apparently, I destroyed somebody who destroyed me. I think it was that T-25 at the end. That's what I mean, though, guys. This game, you gotta be hyper aware, and that might not be a real word, but you have to be aware, like, all the time. You can't stop for a second in some games. You can't stop for a second. Like, dude, the enemies are always pushing up to try to claim areas. If you're trying to hold down an area, you gotta watch your backside. Like, I've said this in my past live stream too, my last live stream, my Tiger. You gotta watch your ass sometimes. Late game, you have to watch your ass, you have to watch your front, you have to watch your fucking left side, you gotta watch your fucking right side in some instances. Like, all the time. Like, you're doing 360s around. But you guys might be curious, or you might have wondered, or maybe you thought about this in your head, why is his turret turning left and right so much? And why is his camera going out so much? Pro players do that. Like, I'm not the only one. Like, we do that so that we can force the camera to look around the corner for us without exposing any of our tank. It's super strategic and it's super realistic in this game. Not in real life. You don't have a camera over your fucking Abrams in real life. You're like, is there an enemy over here? Is there an enemy over that hill? It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, this is the best game I've had in, like, I think 2 months. Nah, I'd say probably a month. Last month I did have a pretty solid game. I got like, I think 6 kills. Get a lot of fucking rewards for doing stuff though. That's cool. Top of my team, yada yada yada. Cool. That didn't do shit, bro. I got like what did I get? 3 kills? 4 kills? 3? 3 kills in my BMP, right? And then 2 of them were in my S3. But that's not a lot of XP gain. I mean, I've got premium right now too. Like I've got premium. I don't got a lot, but I've got premium. You know, I should be getting more XP towards these parts for this tank. Why am I not? But yeah, that's that. Honestly, I don't think I need to play another game. Unless you guys want me to play this again in the future and just see how I play with it, let me know. Smash that like button, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. I'm always trying to come out with more content and, you know, different things sometimes, trying to change it up, spice it up a little bit, you know. Been doing this for 5 years now. I did have a solid year break, yes, but god damn, I missed fucking streaming. And now that I'm back, I mean, it feels great. But if you guys do truly want to see me play and evolve as a player and learn mechanics and shit, smash that subscribe button or tap that subscribe button. Come join the squad. You know, I don't know what to call my subscribers yet. I guess call you guys the Bashers. Come join the Bashers, man. Sounds so fucked up. But yeah, guys, this has been War Thunder, the BMP experience. My first time ever playing it on a live stream. It's like my third. That was my 4th game in the tank. I forgot I had 2 battles in it already. That was my 4th battle in the tank. That wasn't a bad game. I'm not a dumb player. I learn how to play games quickly. I've always had a talent. I think any gamer knows that. Who's like really invested into a game, they'll take time to learn it. By the way, with the servers and shit and whatnot that I mentioned earlier, there's almost 3,000 people playing this game, dude. But there's 100,000 people online. And that could be custom battles, that could be arcade, that could be... there are... Let me show you real quick. There are so many fucking... I don't know if I can do these, because there's arrows, but there's World War, I've never done it before, Assault Air Arcade, Assault Ground Arcade, Simulator Battles, which is actually more realistic than realistic is. Air realistic, you know, you naval fucking battles, for instance. You got everything on this fucking game, dude. But I'm a tank guy. I like boots on the ground. I like tanks on the ground, bro. I'm all about that shit. I love how the mechanics work. For me to you know, just as a last thing before I end this stream, I don't know what it is, but I've always loved the sound, the engine sound of an M1A2 Abrams main battle tank, and the A3, and even the A4 that's still being experienced, that's still being tested. I've always loved the sound of their engine. It's a climb. It's like a high climb, like whine. It's not like a child whining, but it's like a, but like a little bit more how do I say it? More pronounced and more high pitched, and then it kind of just starts to steady out after it turns on. And I think that's just fucking phenomenal, dude. I don't know. And plus, I think the fucking M1A2 Abrams, I'm not even trying to cherry pick or bandwagon. It's always been a tank I've been fascinated in. It sucks that people I talk to in the military or I have talked to say that they're retiring the tank programs and shit. Because, I mean, we kind of just use our Air Force now. It's all we really use. I just miss the days when you used to fucking have to fight shit out with tanks, man. Anyways, I'll see you guys next live stream. It's not the nation I wanted to show you. I'll see you guys next live stream. Peace out.